Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Crazy Gas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA de K26 sur PS5. Alors, est-ce que je suis en direct? Je vais le savoir tout de suite. Oui, je suis en direct. Bienvenue. Je vais pouvoir continuer ma carrière à NBA de K26. C'est parti.
He about to tear the roof off. Be sure to be at the next handful, fans.
Oh, say star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free.
Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, and we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Payton outside. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. That one, no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for Chicago. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Perkins for 3. Drops in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to Young. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Bailey. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Payton from outside. It's not going to go for him. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Young from outside.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
That's short off the rim. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Denver.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Bailey. The Bulls knocking down the 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nuggets was lights out. He contributed 42 points, and he was spectacular on the boards, grabbing a season high in rebounds. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And here in the middle of winter. Hot. Taking a look at Minnesota. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top 3.
And checking out Chicago, they are still holding on to that #1 spot midway through the season. I really admire how consistent they've been continuing to play their brand of basketball.
Here's Payton following the basket by MP. To the inside. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And out of bounds. To Kelly, back to Young for 3, off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Elliott. Perkins is out there with Wells, and it's Swift in at the point.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Young from outside. MP drills the 3.
How about how competitive MP is? You knock in a 3, he answers right back.
Here's Swift, defended by Young. Swift, the pass to Wells, and yes, it's good. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
Shot by Kelly, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Young kicks the foul. Launches it. Rebound, Utah.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Yep, that one goes in there. Perkins got 7 points for the quarter.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Here's Powell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's just excellent vision from MP. Puts it on time and on target.
Here's Swift, defended by Young. They set the pick. Drives to the hoop. Perkins for 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's tipped. Here's Elliott. Here's Olenichev. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to MP. Bulls moving the ball around. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Young's got 11 points.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Utah leading by 5. Utah calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Thomas finds MP. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jazz have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Bailey with the ball. Thomas is on him. Good work there as it goes. Bailey's got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Powell with it. Now Payton defending. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. The three. And Young with the basket on the assist by Powell. He's got 14.
I love it when MP looks to pull from deep. He is dangerous when he wants to be.
Here's Olenichev. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Man, this is a crazy list. Plenty of familiar names on it here, but a couple of outliers too. I love the...
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Chicago Bulls. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. MP really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got MP, also Powell out there, and it's Yang in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Payton passes to Bailey. Fires for 3. Was shot by Payton, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Here's MP. MP going right to the rim.
And I'm loving the energy MP is attacking with. He's not giving this defense any room to breathe.
And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. To the paint, Bogdanovich, and he banks in the layup. And the Jazz lead by 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
MP passes to Thomas. Back to MP. In the corner, Powell with it. Young outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Payton. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
MP outside. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. MP's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Payton passes to Bailey. Young with the steal. Here's Norbert, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Any possession that ends with points is a good possession. MP providing the assist.
Payton against Young. Bailey passes to Payton. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and finished off by Bailey.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Yang, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
And the Bulls making a change here. Person's checked in. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Utah. 1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. MP against Payton. And it's Bailey in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. 14 points for Ace Bailey.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Bailey. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Driving to the basket. Perkins. Thompson for three. Rebound by the Bulls.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Baylor, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 9.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Baylor a screen on Powell. Here's Perkins, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Young. MP has been leading the charge for Chicago. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Back to the action in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the fake.
The top team and gets you to make some noise. Substitution in the game.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. From the arc, and it's Utah with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And so in the game for the Jazz. Pass to Bailey. Outside, Payton. 5 to shoot. There's a good screen. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Young.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
For 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Payton against Young. And stolen by MP. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Yep, it counts. MP's got 36. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 19. Pass to Bailey. Down low. And he banks the layup in.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Now MP. Powell outside. Young outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
In their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. There was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control operating.
standing 7'2", number 16, Yang Hansen. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 31, Henry.
And for those teams that look like a total rebuild now, how do they stay motivated, Grant?
Well, BA, for the free agents to be, it's all about the dollar signs. And, of course, for the younger players, this is your chance to show you deserve minutes.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. They've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Dantley in at the 5 spot. And here's MP from outside, counted from distance.
What I love about MP there, he was shot ready, hands and feet ready to go.
Outside Barnes, takes a 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Chicago with the ball. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
And so here is Toronto. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Moore. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Here's Moore, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Shoots over Young with the tip. It's good on the putback.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Man, good whistle there.
Chicago shooting their first free throws tonight.
At the line for Chicago, Thomas. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Stolen. And they're on the run. On up the court. He pulls it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Meeks. Here's Dantley. And he banks in the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Thomas for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Moore's shot is off.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He had 39 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. That night, he etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And he's been playing some fantastic basketball lately, earning him the Eastern Conference Player of the Month award. MP.
His offensive effort has really gone unmatched as of late. When it comes to that end of the floor, he's been accurate and explosive. Hard for any defense to keep up with that.
Now here's Thompson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Sanders. And again, Toronto, no good.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. rarely see him that open.
And the basket by MP.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Raptors trail by 15. Here's Moore, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Will it go? And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. From deep, MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
.54 seconds left in the first. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Moore passes to Goodrich. Off target with the 3. Chicago leading by 16. To the middle. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Moore, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Pass to Person. Back to MP. From downtown. He can't hit that time. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Chicago ahead, up by 16. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. Timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Sanders in at the small forward position. And the basket by Meeks.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Young finds Thomas.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first half of basketball. And Young the bucket on the assist from Powell. Powell's got his 4th assist with that last one.
MP is fully locked in right now, and he's taking shots without hesitation.
Pass to Meeks. Kicks it out to Barnes. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago leading by 19. From deep, MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Raptors have gone. Six of 14 in the second quarter. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Back to Young. Chicago passing it around. Takes the 3. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Meeks. Here's Goodrich. This one for 3. Duren with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Chicago.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Here's Moore, covered by MP. That one's good by Moore. Moore's got 6.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a
a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Bulls out in front, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled...
Well, right now for Chicago, they've certainly earned that top spot. If they aren't the clear title favorites, they're on the short list.
Yeah, they got...
And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Bulls.
While it's been a stampede in transition, they'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range. And if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
And for the Raptors, they've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Dantley in at the center position. And for the Bulls, a chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys, back to you.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Here's more. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Pass to Dantley. Here's Meeks. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
4-3. And again, it's MP with a 3. MP's got 38 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Baseline try. Moore's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
There's Young with the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Pass to Powell. There's the triple. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist from Powell. Young's got 44.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Here's Moore. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a three of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Back to MP. Beyond the arc. Good. Another from three. Man, he's really launched. Him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Pass to Goodrich. Outside Barnes. Here's Meeks from the arc. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his fourth assist with that last one. The Bulls have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
MP, that was good. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Thomas outside. Young from long range. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Here's Moore. And the jumper from the wing offline.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
He was all alone on that one. He's got 7.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there. He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it, too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. So long, everybody.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And this is the unfortunate part of the NBA, Clark. Both of these teams are battling the injury bug right now.
Well, it's an opportunity for these teams to test their depth. I mean, a chance for guys not necessarily in the regular rotation to step up and make a contribution to winning.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. Powell is out there with MP. Then it's Thomas, and it's Yang in at the 5. Here's Suraf. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And he makes good on the layup.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Young. Off target from three-point range. And here's Los Angeles. Here's Knipple. Missed inside.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Thomas, good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Suraf. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Powell outside. Young for 3. Here's Yang. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
Pass to Suraf. Lock at 6. Now, here's Bellamy. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Goes up, and it's Wade with the jam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. Now, I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Thomas's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Knipple. This one for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not anymore to leave open.
A different look for the Clippers. Pollard comes in for Bellamy. And Allen subbed in for Suraf. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Young dishes to Thomas. Pass to Kelly. Young for 3. That shot off. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Kelly. Bulls trail by 5. Shoots over Knipple. And he misses his first shot of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Pollard. Over Person. It's all in by the Bulls. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow. Quite a stretch.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Bulls pick up 2. Wade sets the pick for Knipple. There's the 3. And the Clippers miss again.
I think everybody in the building expected them to make that collective shot.
Pass to Kelly. Back to MP. And the 3 ball is good. And that'll tie this game up.
Excellent concentration from MP at the arc. Knocking that thing down easily.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Allen hasn't made one yet. Pass to Knipple. time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even... Here's Young. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Drills it from outside.
Hey, in today's NBA game, I think you have to stretch the floor if you're going to be competitive and give yourself the best chance to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
They got Zaraf. Bellamy is out there with Pollard. And it's Knipple. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Los Angeles with another miss. The Bulls leading by 5. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Toronto got the job done. He finished with 51 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Allen. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Pavic. No good again that time. Chicago leading by 11. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Rocking the rim. MP injecting some energy into his squad.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Clippers call time here.
Fans, let's give a big LA welcome to the Clippers Spirit.
Wade checked in for the Clippers. Bellamy comes in for Allen. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Saraf. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Knipple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Knipple's got 6.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
A nice shot by Young.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Saraf, covered by MP. Here's Saraf. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
RBN, an amazing stuff from the pocket by Career.
And looking at the Kings matchup, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Bulls.
They've kept the ball moving.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Thomas. Powell is out there with MP, and it's Yang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Suraf can't hit.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the three-point attempt by MP. Here's Bellamy. Powell pulls it in.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Here's Young. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And let's check out some stats for Thomas. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
And good that time. Powell's got his 2nd basket of the night.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Here's Suraf, defended by Young. Here's Pavic. No good, unable to end this run. Bulls leading by 20. Pulls up on the elbow. Thomas, good. Thomas got 10 points.
Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
LA has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Kneppel. Bellamy with a screen on Powell. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's see some of the numbers here for him. Jones checked in for the Clippers. Persons checked in for Chicago. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's MP for 3. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Allen outside.
2 minutes.
Wade sets the pick for Allen. Los Angeles with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now here's Allen. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the Bulls.
And then Thomas with the dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Bellamy. 8 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bellamy's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And here's Young from the arc. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Wade. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. The three, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Allen. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Young's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Allen, the bounce pass. Bellamy. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Incomplete.
Help me out!
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known.
Wade, he's checked in for Oklahoma. Bellamy comes in for Pollard. And it's Knipple in for Allen. And a change for the Bulls. Young's checked in for Hammond. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
They've got Bellamy. Saraf is out there with Knipple. Then there's Wade. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Jacks up a three. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Duran finds Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Lets it go with a three. Good on the triple. Young's got 33 points.
MP shooting with rhythm. This is why defenders have to be in his airspace.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always,
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And he's really shot the ball well from the charity stripe recently. He's stepping up to the line with confidence and just burying those shots in bunches. It's been encouraging to watch his development.
Here we go. It'll be the Warriors off the tip. Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. So it's the Warriors now, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Pass to Hardy, back to Koulibaly. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Golden State with the ball. And he converts the layup. Koulibaly's got 5.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Chicago passing it around from deep. MP bearing his second of 3 attempts.
You got to be ready to fire off a pass. And credit to MP. He did not hesitate at all.
Pass to Hardy. Mobley outside. Inside. Here's Howard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
And here's Young. Thomas passes to Young. Lets it go from deep. Hardy grabs the board. The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And that one drops. He's got 7.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
Back to Young. Pass to Powell. Now here's MP. The 3 is up. Oh, another miss by MP.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Here's Topic. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
To the paint. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had 33 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Allie, great info there. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on them.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And Mobley gets it to go.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
The Bulls trail by 6. Back to Young. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this week.
Good. Koulibaly's got 9.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And Young has got the ball here for Chicago, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Koulibaly following the 3-point basket by Chicago. Here's Waters. 3-pointer, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Young. Down low, right wing. The 3. Drops in the 3. 12 points for him.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying him. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now, here's Howard. coming in off a 14-point game last time out. And he comes up with a bucket.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
It's been all about Bilal Coulibaly for Golden State, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K. Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Now here's Mobley. Last game he had 28 points. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Blair's got 10 points in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. MP is out there with Powell. Then it's Duran, and it's Thomas in at the 3. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the inside. And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Topic. Topic has got 4 assists in the game. The Bulls trail by 6. Chicago passing it around. Thomas passes to Young. Jacks up a 3. Oh, a silky 3 from MP.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Howard finds Mobley, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triples. That's 3 in a row.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Howard. There's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. That gives them the lead. And it's a 3-point Chicago lead.
And what a look by MP on that score. Saw his man the whole way and fed him for the easy one.
Here's Blair. Mobley outside. Out to the right wing. There's Howard with the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Howard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second. There's Howard with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State. And so here is Chicago. They trail by 1. MP outside. From deep. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Powell against Coulibaly. Mobley, a screen on Powell. Mobley outside. Let's go with a 3. And he can't get that one. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. And he's hit 8 3-pointers. Strong shooting performance in this one. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Make some noise and get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention.
And we thank.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work. And that is going to do it.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised. but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
Hardy is out there with Mobley. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Topic. And it's Howard in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Pass to Topic, fires the three, knocks down the long J. Topic has got 7 points in the game.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Young misses. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Coulibaly, and Young pulls it down. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 2-point game. Missed inside.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just 1 of their first 4 attempts.
Topic for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
MP outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Mobley outside. There's Howard with the 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Inside, here's Topic. He nails it, and we're tied. Topic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
It's Powell on the wing. Chicago passing it around. Here's the 3. And MP good for 3. MP's got 33.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Bulls making a switch here. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
From outside the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Topic. Mobley outside. Here's Topic. Thomas defends. And here's Howard. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Mobley. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Young from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And here's Howard. He's got 14. Pass to Hardy. Here's Topic. Guarded by Young. And there's Coulibaly on the assist by Topic. Coulibaly's got 12.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Oh, MP with a little payback.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Howard. Over Thomas. Again, the Warriors score. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Person passes to Young. Another 3 for Chicago.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Topic. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
For him, it's been a tale of 2 halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
A nice shot by Young.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside Koulibaly puts up a 3. That shot, no good. MP getting it done for Chicago. Over 40 points tonight and making it look easy. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of
on the court for Chicago. Pass to Topic. To the right side. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Young outside. Takes a 3. The triple drops.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Mobley, a screen on Thomas. The 3 ball is down.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
I think MP knew exactly what he wanted to do here. He was determined to answer that last 3.
It's a 16-point game. Mobley deciding where to go with it.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Here's Hardy. That misses.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Now Young. Let's loose for 3. Another one falls. Amazing. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle.
All right, MP, think about the teams that people love to watch play, 70s Knicks.
Just about game time, bring the pain time.
Fans, be there for Chicago Bulls. First giveaway day. The first 10. Fans, we can't wait.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
We've seen a number of games now since MP set his sights on leading the game in assists. His playmaking has been interesting to watch for sure.
The passing numbers haven't been good enough to surpass his opponents consistently. I think he might still be able to improve, but it needs to be a dedicated effort in the next game. If I'm being honest here, MP is not impressed in this category as of yet.
So here is Miami's starting group. They've got Geiger. He's out there with Mason. And it's Glover in at the 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And it's Geiger missing.
And even without that 3-ball. Dropping for him. The defense should have done more on that last play.
Yang pass to Young. A 3. Corner off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Humphries, no good. Bulls are gone. 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Here's Norbert. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Geiger. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. A 3 from Thomas. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Geiger. And they get it. Humphries with the bucket.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And here's Young from the arc, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mason for 3. Powell pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 10. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors was tremendous. He finished with 51 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste. And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
Fires from deep. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him. .131 left in the first quarter of the game. And here is Mason. Nothing on the board. Morris passes to York. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Person. Bulls leading by 16. Young drives in, and the shot is good. MP's got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
He'd have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Mason looking around. Over MP. Morris finds Humphries. Mason for 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. The Heat trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Kelly passes to Young. Hands it from downtown. 11 points in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Oh, that's blocked. MP getting it done for Chicago. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And projecting for Williams. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
One more time for your Chicago Bulls.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And here's Young from the arc. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Person is out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's MP. Then it's Thomas. And it's Kelly in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Young passes to Person. Latre. And that's good. MP for 3. MP's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bulls. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Monroe outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Bulls have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you guys.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. 1:33 left to play in the first half. A nice shot by Geiger.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Offensive rebound. Duren. Nice work on the board. Paying off with the basket.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Suns. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And here's Young from the arc. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 5 assists tonight.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kelly passes to Young. Another 3 for Chicago.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Miami's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Person. Launches a 3. MP again from deep. MP's got 28.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this.
Well, right now for the Bulls, there are some high expectations coming into the season. And they can create a lot of pressure on a team.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Bulls. And that'll do it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Morris. Mason is out there with Geiger, and it's Humphreys in at the small forward position. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Geiger. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. MP outside. Here's Norberg. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Mason kicks to Morris. Pass to Mason. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Back to MP. And here is Powell. And here's MP for 3. The shot misses.
But when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Here's Glover. Pass to Mason. 3-pointer. And the Heat, another 3.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now Young. from downtown, and again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Glover. There's the triple. The shot, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. That one is good from Geiger. Geiger's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Glover. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
For 3.
Geiger's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Glover. Inside, here's Geiger. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Young. Basket good. Young's got 45 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Shoots the 3. Mason misses. The Bulls have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And the pass by MP.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Geiger. 13 points in the game. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Heat missing. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Bulls out front, delivering the blowout. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a
in for the Bulls. Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. They've got MP. Jalen Duren is out there at person. Then it's Williams. And it's Kelly in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
Hitting threes, so crucial. MP providing great spacing there.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports.
Good game, MVP.
everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the New York Knicks. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup.
MP poised to attack, so as soon as he catches, he is shot ready.
Love with the ball. And he's going for the oop here. Back to Young. Chicago passing it around. Three-pointer. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
I love it when MP looks to pull from deep. He is dangerous when he wants to be.
MP against Love. Pass to Erickson. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's Love missing.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
And it's good. 2 points.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
To the middle. Here's Buchanan. Pass to Love. Just 4 to shoot. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Here's MP. 4. Powell passes to Young. Off the mark there with a three. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Finley. Powell covers. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
From deep, MP. He buries it from 3. Young's got 9 points.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Heat got the job done. He dropped 50 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by New York. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And just far too many turnovers. Can't expect to win.
On the court.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Launches it. Hammonds grabs a rebound. Knicks trail by 9. And for Chicago, they've got Duran. And it's Thomas in at the 2 spot. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Off with the layup.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
And for the Knicks.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Here's Moore, covered by MP. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 5.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Fires from deep. Won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8. Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Moore. Lays it up and banks it in. Moore's got his second basket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. It's Thomas on the wing. Chicago passing it around. Back to MP. The 3. No luck on that one. For New York, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Picked by Nisi. Here's Moore. Curran with a steal. Fires for 3. Oh, MP showing the big range. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
Misi's shot is good.
Now, this guy's job is to crash the offensive glass, and he does it at a high level.
Pass to MP. Three-pointer. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
New York calls timeout. And the Bulls making a change here. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Hawks, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Pass to Erickson. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
There's Young with the 3. Another miss. 6 makes, 6 misses so far. 1:10 left in the first half. From 17, Chicago grabs the miss. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
The Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Love against Young. And there's a pick. Offline with a 3.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Powell. Back to Young for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Young's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
MP getting it done for the Bulls. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be back in a moment.
Checking out New York. They're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece of.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Chicago Bulls. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
On the court for the Bulls. Down low. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Pass to Erickson. Out to the wing. Throws it up high.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Young from long range. Another 3 for Chicago.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
To the inside. It's stolen away. Love with the defensive effort.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And it's New York with another.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Bulls lead 46-32.
Chicago passing it around. There's Young with the 3. Sinks the tray. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Knicks trail by 17. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Love against MP. 6 to shoot. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
It's good. And the Bulls lead by 19.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Love against Young. And here's Love. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Bulls lead 51.
Back to MP from behind the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
To the middle. Here's Love. Pass to Erickson. Fires the 3, and the 3-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
Thomas outside. Back to MP. The 3-ball. Another 3 for Chicago.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Young against Love. Pass to Erickson. And that one dropped for him. Erickson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Back to MP from deep. He drops it from range. MP's got 15 points in just the second half.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Moore, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
New York shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Bulls leading by 17. Duran finds Williams. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Misi's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And that one's good. Young.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Moore's shot is off. Right side, Williams. From deep, MP. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And so it's Chicago. They're feeling great. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight.
Changes here for New York. Temple's checked in for Misi, and Love is subbed in for Moore. Young, he's checked in for Chicago. And New York has possession. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Love against Young. Pass to Hammonds. Launches it. Cleared away by Person. Bulls leading by 22. And for Chicago, they've got MP, and it's Person in at the four-man position. Love for three. Chicago with a rebound. Duran's got 4 rebounds now. Inside, it's stolen by Love. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Young. Soft touch off the glass. Young's got 46. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
The Bulls making a switch here. Here's Young.
Substitution on the court.
And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Young against Love. Pass to Erickson. Puts up a three. Chicago with a rebound. Back to MP. Fires the three. Erickson grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Love against Young. Here's Erickson. No good with a layup.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Buchanan. First personal foul, third team foul.
Free throw good, MP.
He's such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
Of NBA franchises climb. Grant, you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you.
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné dans ce que tu fais fin de la vidéo.